Hi everyone, welcome back. In this tutorial, we will see how to create question banks and then how to pull the questions from those banks. In our last tutorial, we already know how to create assessment questions. So here, let's create the question banks and then add some questions to it. I am on the page where I have different options and one of the options says question banks. So I can click that and you have two options. If you already have some questions and you want to add it to the bank, you can click that manage question banks and add questions. And if you already know that you have to create question banks and then pull questions from it, then click on create question bank. So in this example, let's click on create question bank. We get a pop-up window where we need to enter the name of the bank. So let's name it bank 1 and animals. In this bank I want to add some questions related to animals, so I have named it as bank 1 animals. Okay, now the moment I click OK, I have the option to click create graded survey questions, or if I already have questions created, I can import it. I don't have any questions, so I click the graded ones, and let's create a true and false question, and it says lion is a domestic animal. So this is true and false. I know it is false. Okay, this is done. I create one more question which is multiple choice with one right answer. Which of the animals are white? Okay, so I have the option of lion, cat, dog and rabbit. Okay, I know the right answer is lion, so I select that. So I have created a bank which is called bank 1 animals, and there are two questions in it. Now I can go back to my story view, create one more bank by going to question banks, create question bank, and I can name it as bank 2 plants. I want to add some questions related to plants here, so I can click on graded question and let's add multiple response. Okay, I can create a question which says how do plants help us, and there are multiple right answers, so I can say gives oxygen, okay, medicinal value, medicine is made from it, and shelter, okay, and fruits. So I know these are all right answers. I select that. I create one more question. This can be true and false. Rose plant is an example of flowering plant. Okay, we all know this is true, so I have left it as true. So now I have a bank which is called animal, which has two questions, and then I have a bank which is called plants, which has two questions. Okay, now I can go back to my story view. Now I can go to insert new slide, and then I can select bank 1, I can select all question, insert, then I can again go to new slide, I can go to bank 2, insert new slide. If I don't want all question, I can select one question. If I want any one question from the plant to show up, this can be selected. So now I have this option. I can preview this entire project. Okay, so did you see I got a question from the animal bank. I can select that. Okay, lion is a domestic animal, false. I select that. Then it is showing me one question from the plant section. That's it. I can create a result page if I like. Insert new slide, result slide. I can leave the default setting, which is 80%, and I can include these two questions. Okay, I'm done. Let's preview it again. So you saw how simple it is to create question banks, add questions in the question bank, and then pull the questions from the question bank. You can either have all, one, or two based on how you want it to appear. So we have two questions from the animal section, one from the plant section, and I can review the quiz, see if I have answered it correctly, incorrectly, and this is how we create question banks. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing. Bye for now.